I am joined by James Barton, Global Head of Business Transformation, Hotels with Merlin Entertainment, parent of Legoland Resorts. Coming to us today from Philadelphia or near Philadelphia. How are you?
Good. How are you, Jason? Thanks for having me.
I'm great. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Right before we came on, it kind of sounds like you're all over the place.
Yeah. Busy these days.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
How have you been throughout the pandemic?
Good. Busy, thankfully. We've had to deal with a lot of closures around the globe, and it's been a really great opportunity for us to get a little bit of a better understanding of what our guests, what are most important to our guests. We're learning that guests want to feel safe. They want to be able to reach, members of staff and our contact centers. They've got a lot of questions. There's a lot of uncertainty out there. So just giving them tools to be able to reach out to us on their terms and making sure that we're there to make them feel safe and reassured and excited for a visit.
Well, quickly tell us about Legoland Resorts.
Sure. Yeah. So we've got parks all over. So we have 9 open presently. We've got a few under development. Korea presently. Some new developments in China. Really excited about those. All of which will include hotels. I look after both the Legoland Parks side of our business and also the resort theme park side of our business, which includes iconic theme park destinations like Alton Towers Resort in the UK and also Gardaland Resort in Italy.
And you're busy now opening one in New York.
Very excited about New York. So I joined, I was born and raised here in the Northeast, spent about 7.5 years living in California, started working for Merlin about 9 years ago. And I was I was part of the first opening of North America's first Legoland hotel at Legoland, California, and since then, we've opened hotels in Florida. We've got three different sets of accommodations there now in Florida. We've built a second hotel in California, our Castle Hotel, and now very excited to be bringing the largest and what I believe will be the best Legoland theme park right here into my backyard at Legoland New York.
Mom, glad to see you.
Really excited. Yeah, Mom, glad to see me. I'll tell you, what the interesting thing is.
Are you avoiding them?
Yeah, well, it is starting with the company a while ago. 9 years ago, when I'm calling my friends. I was living in California, calling my friends back home and telling them I worked for Legoland, and they thought I worked for Chuck E. Cheese. They didn't know what exactly Legoland was, and now fortunately we're in this position where the brand has just grown exponentially. We're creating such amazing experiences, driving creativity, and the hotels really are one of a kind. Just an immersive experience, full of Lego. Really excited about what New York's going to bring to the families in the area.
Well, tell us what a global head of business transformation does.
Well, to put it in a nutshell, really what I do is my role is to keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on in our industry, what types of new technology is available that can either help us to drive more revenue, increase efficiency, add value to the overnight experience, and just work across the group to make sure we're establishing, we're sharing those best practice, and just working towards providing the absolute best sleepover experience in our theme parks that we can.
Well, our world has changed a lot. Talk to us about some of the technology you're leveraging now, given our new circumstances.
Sure. My main focus, so a lot of work was kind of already in motion before COVID. I think what COVID did was it really accelerated a lot of that planning, especially around future-proofing the business now, trying to set us up so that we're in a position to better react to similar business disruptions going forward. But from the guest perspective, it's all about contactless. It really is about, like I said, giving the guests, making the guests feel safe, feel comfortable, and also, giving them tools to be able to communicate with us, request service, ask questions, that sort of thing on their own terms. And that means via text. And even we're doing some fantastic things, some real industry first things using voice AI.
Yeah, I started traveling with some millennials a few years back, and I was just blown away. Everything was done on their phone. Everything.
Well, I can't even remember the last time I picked up a dirty old telephone in a hotel guest room. Legoland New York will open without phones in the rooms.
Oh, wow.
And all of our hotels going forward will open without phones in the rooms. And this is to drive that kind of contactless engagement. So what we're doing is we're using voice AI devices in our rooms. Much like you would an Alexa or a Google device in your home. But we've tied that into a service optimization system that we use called Alice. This allows us to automate those service requests. This allows us to be able to communicate with the guests, deliver towels, fix my sink, that sort of a thing. But also it's allowing us to get all of that business intelligence that we wouldn't have otherwise had, based on, the traditional way of a hotel operator and a clipboard and walkie-talkies and scribbling down notes. No real valuable business data there. So what this is doing is it's really helping us to make more data-driven decisions in terms of how we staff, how we supply our rooms. If we know that, it turns cold outside and all of a sudden we see a spike in requests for blankets, then we know we add an extra blanket up in the room and our call volume drops, and we're making happy guests. The other thing that's really allowing us to do with voice AI is finding new ways to extend the theme park experience into our guest room. So I've had a great day on park. I'm getting my kids settled, and at night it's Alexa, tell me a bedtime story. And if I'm at the Pirate Island Hotel in Florida, it's a story about pirates on the open seas. And when the cannons go off, we're working on making the lights flicker in the room and really bringing that experience to life. We also have fully interactive treasure hunts in our Legoland hotels, whereby each room has a treasure chest that's stocked with toys by our housekeeping department. And what happens is the guests can take part in that treasure hunt in their room. And when they say, Alexa, I've just found the 7 snakes on the carpet, what's my next clue? Alexa's going to go ahead and give them the next clue or tell them if they've gotten it wrong. And it's really, really adding value to the experience. We've seen the engagements with these devices are through the roof. The custom skills that we've developed around hotel information, services, things like that are some of the most highly engaged with. And that also includes a special Legoland radio station that we've created on iHeartRadio.
Oh, wow. And taking all that information, are you able to use it for marketing back to the try to get return visitors?
Well, we believe that if we create the right experience, if our focus is on making that sleepover memorable, then we're sure you're going to be back. We know that we're going to be successful in retaining that business. But there is a marketing component in the sense that now we have a new channel for being able to present upsells, other products and services, things like that. So back to that, that voice AI device in the room, this allows guests to book mini golf, book a restaurant, inquire about room service, so opens up a whole new world of opportunities for us that we think will really add value to the sleepover.
Yep. We're out of time, James, but thank you so much, sir, for joining me.
It's been my pleasure. Thanks, Jason.
You bet.